the strong yen is forcing Japanese electronics makers to slash profit forecasts. Canon's shares fell 13% after it cut its annual income estimate by 14%, and Sony shares are near a 12-year low. It reports earnings next week. For more, we go live to Tokyo, where Mike Firn is standing by. Mike.
Well, Michelle, companies in Japan having to restructure to deal with the strong yen and also weak global economies. According to the Nikkei newspaper, Fujitsu is going to give one of its factories to Taiwan semiconductor manufacturing. Renesas also talking to TSMC about handing over control of one of its chip factories. And the paper says that the two of them are going to team up with Panasonic, and the three will work together on research and development of new semiconductors. For Sony, which is more in the consumer electronics sphere, it's really hard hit by the yen's rise against the euro because it makes about a quarter of its sales over in Europe.
These are tough times for Japanese electronics makers. Once world leaders, now they're finding they can't compete with rivals in China and South Korea, who benefit from lower production costs and more favourable foreign exchange rates. Japanese makers used to argue that they were still number one in terms of quality and innovation, but one former Sony product strategist says that's no longer true.
This one is the visual, so the number one market share TV in the United States. So this company is located in California, but company organized by the Taiwanese businessman person and engineers. And this one is made in China. But so U.S. customers satisfied this quality.
One Japanese fund manager says Sony still has the resources to beat its Asian rivals if it copies the strategy of one of its US competitors.
They have products and they have software and they have also the entertainment the area like movies or games. But now, at least for me, they don't they decide to focus on how to build up their platform type of business model like app.
Analysts say shares are likely to drop further as Sony pays restructuring costs, and while it's focusing on stemming losses, it probably won't release any new hit products. But they say next year Sony may come up with a handset to beat the iPhone.
The current growth driver is obviously smartphone, and Sony decided to ride on this wave. But unfortunately, there is no differentiated products yet. But the good thing is the new management team is more disruptive to cultivate the smartphone based camera businesses. I won't be surprised if Sony will introduce Xperia digital 3 camera next year.
In order to create another iconic product like the original Walkman, analysts say this new management team needs to stop focusing on another of its famous brands, Bravia. Sony president Kaz Hirai has staked his reputation on turning the TV business profitable. He did manage that with the PlayStation unit when he ran that, but this time analysts say he's way out of his depth.
And Michelle, the sell-off that sent Sony shares this month to a 12-year low also this week knocked it out of the top 50 in terms of market cap. On Wednesday, it dropped down to number 54. Earnings out next Thursday.
How the mighty have fallen. Thanks very much, Mike Firn, live for us in Tokyo.